What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Slave Assassin 11 here. Today I'm bringing you guys a little CSGO gameplay. This is actually the first time I ever played it. The game that you'll see first on this map that we're looking at now. I'm not sure the names of them, sorry. But the map you're looking at now is actually my first game. And then I'll split it to another gameplay, which is actually my second game. And then I actually just mix that up for you guys so you guys aren't staring at the whole thing, the same thing the whole time, I should say. So what I wanted to do today was get into this game and how I really like it and how I want to kind of compare it to Call of Duty in a sense of what I like in Call of Duty and what I like about this game, and how maybe someday we could intertwine these games. A different developer obviously could intertwine these styles of games and make a really awesome game that we could all come together with. So what I like about this game first that I don't like about Call of Duty, well, I can't say that I don't like about Call of Duty because I enjoy it because it's fair. But what I like about this game is the sense that you have to work for the weapons you want to acquire, right? So if you want to get the sniper rifle, you have to have some good rounds, save up some money, knife people, whatever you have to do to get a certain amount of kills, because each gun has a different variation of cash that you're going to get for it based on how easy it is to kill somebody with that gun. The sniper rifle gets the lowest money for it because it's a one-shot kill, even though there is a little bit of skill to use it. I mean, if you get run up on, you're pretty much done for. But if you have a nice line of sight where you aim down there and wait for somebody, it's actually an excellent weapon. It's an excellent way to knock people out of the round early. So but Call of Duty, I can't take that away from them because it is fair that everybody spawns with the same weapon, because everybody spawns with their weapon every single time. It's not like anybody has to work to acquire their equipment. But what I like to think about this game, it's kind of like League of Legends to Smite. Now, League of Legends is a complicated MOBA. There's a lot of passives and actives to all the different items. There's just a lot of different builds that you can do. It's a very complicated MOBA, whereas Smite is a very simple MOBA, right? So that's kind of like Call of Duty to this. Call of Duty is a very simple shooter. There's not a lot to it. It's pretty simple, and that's what actually a lot of people like about it. That's why there's so many casual players on Call of Duty, because it's such a casual game. This game is a more serious game. It's definitely a more strategic shooter. There's a lot bigger thought process going into it. There's money that you can spend that helps your team, that will hurt your team if you spend it on useless items. It's actually a really big team-based game, whereas Call of Duty is kind of more of just a solo experience. You can play with your buddies too. I'm not saying it's not a team-based game, but it can be a more solo experience. One person can pretty much run the game. And this one they could too, but it's definitely much harder because he has to acquire money and stuff, and if other people are doing dumb things, it's going to ruin his time. So what I like to think about that is that's a perfect example. This is a technical shooter, Call of Duty is a simple shooter, just in the same sense that League of Legends is a technical MOBA and Smite is a simple MOBA. What I also like about this game is the sense that you really feel like your kills, like, I don't know, something about the game that just makes your kills feel like they're worth so much more. Like in Search and Destroy, when you kill a few people, it's just sometimes it's not as thrilling as in this game. This game it feels like it's more complicated to get kills, because if you ever played this game, you notice everybody just gets headshots galore, because in all honesty, I've come around the corner and sprayed somebody's body, just put tons and tons of bullets into them, and they'll just headshot me instantly. One bullet for 100+ damage and it's over. And that's one thing that's kind of cool about this game. You know, it's more realistic in that type of sense, that headshots are almost insta kills, and I kind of really like that. One thing I wish that this game had that was more like Call of Duty was definitely the ADS ability. Now, there's an assault rifle that I really like to use called the SG, and the reason I really like to use it is because you can aim down the sights. It still takes a, you have to stop and balance your shooting times, but it's just more fun because I can aim down the sights just like my classic shooter. I wish all the weapons had the ability to aim down the sights and not just the scoped weapons. Yeah, the ones that are unscoped, you pretty much hip fire all the time, and for me, I'm just not the best hip fire. I'm getting better. I only played for one night, like I said, so I'm just getting used to this style of gameplay. I'm a big Call of Duty guy, so I'm used to just being able to come around the corner and spray at bodies and get kills. And in this game, you can spray at bodies and get kills, but it's very unlikely to get a kill over, the guy who comes around the corner and puts a nice deagle headshot. I've gotten killed by people with pistols in one shot, so you can get knifed in the back and just instantly get taken out in this game, or you get knifed about 4 times in the front. I really like that too. That's kind of like a Black Ops. You need to knife multiple times from the front, but only one time from the back. And I really think that that's a cool feature. But I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay today. It's really a cool game. I'm probably going to bring you guys some more of it. Next might be some Smite gameplay, though. And, yeah, so have a good day. Have a good night. Make sure you guys click on the Jedi at the end so you guys can continue your journey. And follow me on Twitter if you haven't already, because I'm always on there talking up some smack. And you guys can always see what I'm doing. So, yeah, thank you. Have a good day.